Hey, this is Russ. Would you pay $1.57 for a thumb throttle? I would. I did. You could get one for that low. I'm going to show you how you can do it. Now, you might know that I had a video out not too long ago about how you can get a thumb throttle printed on a 3D printer. Now, you might say, I don't have a 3D printer, okay? Well, I don't either, but I still got it done. And the way I did it is a local library actually had 3D printers that you can use. Well, actually, you don't even use it. They do it for you, okay? And all they charge you is for the materials used. So let me show you this one here. This is the thumb throttle that I had made for myself. And I got this file for free. And so all I did is I uploaded the file to the library, and then they printed it for me, and I came and picked it up. This one was 50 cents, okay? Now, the library doesn't charge for the service. They only charge you for the materials used. So the plastic that was used to make this thing, they charge for that, 50 cents. I think they said 5 cents per gram. So they weigh it, and based on the weight, that's what you pay. So I put this on my Magicycle, and I was using it for a while, but I found it had a slight flaw to it. Okay, here's the flaw. Because the thing is designed specifically exactly the same size as the throttle itself. When you lock this into place, okay, with the screw and the nut, it tends to spin because it is the exact interior size. Here is the exact size of the throttle. Well, that means it has nothing to grip. Really, what the throttle needs to be is slightly bigger than the opening so that this thing can't close well. And because it can't close well, when you screw it in there, it has something to grip. Does that make sense? Then it's not going to slip. So what I ended up having to do with this is I had to put some electrical tape on the throttle to make the throttle thicker. And then when I put this on there, it wouldn't slip as much, but it still slipped a little bit. And because this is tapered, okay, to kind of match the taper of the throttle itself, it tended to slip down, okay. So what I ended up having to do is I put some tape around that to keep the thing pushed up closer to the thicker end and keep it from sliding down, okay. And then it also has these ridges right here on the thumb. And after a while, as you push down with your thumb on it, it kind of hurts a little bit after a while. So I put some tape around that. And next thing you know, everything's taped, right? It doesn't look right. And of course, the electrical tape starts getting a little warm. It starts to kind of lose its stickiness. And it was a total disaster. It was kind of a mess. So as much as I liked this thing for 50 cents, didn't work out as well, okay? Now, those who may have already made some, because I know a couple of you guys already made some, sorry, did our best, but it's not as good. I'm going to show you another one you can get even cheaper, all right? This one. I know it's hard to see. I'll put a photo up so you can see it too. But this is a smaller thumb throttle. It's about, in comparison, it's about half the size of thickness. And if you look, and again, I'll put some photos up so you can see it better. It's also... I don't know if you can see that or not. It's a smaller part for your thumb, okay? So I had a couple of these made up at the library. Now, these don't weigh as much because it's smaller and lighter. So I got 2 of these for 55 cents, all right? 2 for 55 cents, all right? So where's this $1.57 coming in? Well, you got to buy screws, all right? So I went to Menards and picked up a bag of these screws. They come 2 to a bag. Again, I'll put some photos up so you can see it a little bit better. And then you got to buy nuts, all right? So 2 to a bag. So between all that, when you take out and divide it by 2, because you got 2 of everything there, it's the cost of this, the cost of the screws, the one screw you'll need, and the cost of the one nut that you'll need comes out to $1.57. All right, that's pretty good because I saw the exact same one being sold on Etsy for $9. So $1.57 versus $9. All right, not saying that people can't make a profit. It does take time to do this. I think when they made the bigger one for me, I asked them how long it takes to make one of these parts, and they said about 2 hours. Now, this one is about half the size because it's thinner. Let's say an hour, okay? Still time for that person to do that, buy the materials, use of the machine, all that type of stuff. So they deserve some type of profit. But $9 compared to $1.57. So here's what I recommend you do. Go to your local library, find out if they have 3D printing, and if they charge for that, or whether they just charge by the materials, or some other place if it's not the local library. But I know a lot of libraries now are starting to offer certain services that are beyond just books. All right, so see if they have it. But ours has it. So what's nice about this one is that it is slightly smaller. I could actually kind of almost fit it in the inside of this other one, which tells me it's smaller. So which means when it goes on there, it's going to open up and put in there. It's gonna grip it. And so when you tighten it down with the screw and with the nut, it's gonna grip well. So right now I have this on my Magicycle. It works really well. All right, it doesn't slip. I don't need tape. I don't need anything. It's perfect. It's kind of similar to the one that I had on my Rad Power Bike. I bought that from a person on Facebook. Very similar, very, very similar to it. So I'm happy with this one. I'll put the file link in the description of the video. Okay, so I highly recommend this one over the big one because it works much better. It's very smooth. It feels really good to the thumb and the hand. I don't need to put extra tape or anything like that. I wanted to pass this along to you guys, so in case you do have a 3D printer or know somebody has a 3D printer, they can print one for you. The biggest cost was the nut and the screws. Right? These things aren't cheap. This is a 3mm by 20mm screw, and then the nut, of course, is it says 3mm-.50. I don't know what that dimension is, but it's the right one. But I'll take some photos of these and put it up there so you can see what they are. This is where the money costs. If you can buy these in bulk instead of like 2 in a pack, it probably would be cheaper. But I don't need that many, so I bought what I bought. I just wanted to find out how much the cost would be. So that worst case, $1.57, including the materials for printing this. Okay. Anyways, if this has been helpful for you, or you know somebody that could use this, spread the word, share it with somebody, and then hit the like and subscribe button if you so desire. Okay? Anyways, I'll talk to you guys next time.